Hello everyone. In this video, let us try to understand INF503W7A, as a part of which we will be creating a database for certain application. If you see, creating a school administration application, student grading, like that, there are different types of application names and uh, relevant ERD diagram that is given in the document. Okay. So what we have to do is, as a first step, we create look at like ERT diagram using Lucid Chat application, okay, which is free to use. And when we create that, using the same chat, we can export ERD diagram as an SQL code. Okay, we can export it as an SQL code, and it will be further used for the purpose of executing it and inserting values into the tables, then creating certain own queries and generating values. Okay, this is part of the activity, and as a part of first step, I want you people to create a ERD diagram, then share it on the group so that I can cross check and confirm you that whether quality of implementation is done or not. In this task, the one complex thing is, so I have given table names. So the attribute names has to be created by you. Okay. That is the main issue associated with this task, because most of you are doing my most of you are doing for the first time, maybe like might be you might be doing for the first time. So it looks somehow difficult, but it is not that difficult. It is very easy to identify. If you are using any application kind of thing, any mobile applications, maybe even if you use a Google application, you will understand how it is doing. Okay, how we can create this. Okay, let me start create a basic ERD diagram using any one of the ERD diagram. So let me take, so even if I take an example thing, I don't want you people to use the same attribute names. Attribute names, like if I take product, the names inside the products are not supposed to be taken by you. Okay. So whatever I take for attributes, you are supposed to make some changes to that and you can use it. Okay. So let me implement this one. It contains of product, customer, order, supplier, and payment. Okay. Let me create Lucid Chat, like same ERD diagram using Lucid Chat. Start searching using try this keyword Lucid Chat ERD diagram. Then click on this link. Let us check how it works. In order to sign up, click on make an ERD. Start free. Use Google option. Link and login option. Okay. So now we are in Lucid app and we are supposed to create this blank ERD diagram. So when you click on that, you will get like this. If you scroll it down, you will find entity relationship diagrams. Okay, so these are entity relationship diagram related one. So there are certain tables that you are supposed to identify. Field, key, field, entity. I will take this one. You can take any one, but now I am taking this one. Okay. So what is the entity name? So let me check here. I have one, two, three, four, five entities. So basically I create five things. Copy V, one, two, control V, three, control V, four, and control V, five. I have five entities. So I will be naming them again. Okay. Product, customer, order, supplier, payment. So this is product, customer, SCPPLIR supplier, order, payment. It's like if I have created all the five tables now. So cross-checking the kind of relationship that was established among them. Let us create ERD diagram. Need not to be the position cannot be the same. Okay, so you can try anyway. So make sure that you created proper relationship. So from product to order, there is a first from supplier, there is a link to product. Okay. Now here what I do is so just cross check every time whenever you do this rule should be followed. There should be one and many. So this where there are three arrows. This is called many side and this is one side. Okay. So here many side we are supposed to change it to one or many. So this one should be selected one or many and this should be one or many and this should be one and only one. Okay, this the symbol should look like this. So now customer will purchase an order using the order and product will be what's placed in order. For one order, there can be multiple payments. Okay, so this is how the placement is done. Supplier to product, supplier to product, product to order. Okay, product to order, order to payment, order to payment, customer to order, customer to order. So make sure you change everything as it was mentioned earlier. Everything should be one and only one and one or many options only. Okay, one or many, one and only one. One and only one or many. So I guess all are set now. Okay. So here you are supposed to create attributes now. So to add, so for example, if it has multiple attributes, to add them, just make sure that see when I clicked it, whole box selected. Second time when I clicked it, whole row selected. Next time if I click it, the column, the cell that I selected will be visible. So when you have the whole row selected, so you click insert. Okay, so click insert to create new row. So that is how it happens. Now, so usually for everything there will be a primary key. So that what I do is for product it is product ID. There should be no spaces in product name or attributes name. Whatever it is, there should be no spaces. Then it is sorry, this should be a field name. This is customer ID. This is payment ID. Can readjust it like this. This is supplier ID. Give me a second. This is supplier ID. By mistake, I entered it at key side. So this is how it look like. If you cross check, every table have the table name associated with ID in its side. Okay. And that attribute, that ID will be an unique identification key and it will be declared as a primary key. So in this is the order, this is a relationship one. So for this one, we haven't created that, but so now I will be creating for it also. What I do is make sure you create order ID. Okay, that's not a problem. You can create it. So, now, now these all are unique and primary keys. Primary keys means which cannot be same for two different persons. For example, you are a student, you are a employee, and employee will have employee ID, and employee ID cannot be given for same ID cannot be given for two different people. So that's what we call primary key. Every customer will have his own ID. Every product will have its own ID. Same ID cannot be given for other products. So that is the context here. Okay, every payment will have. So a customer will purchase n number of times in the shop, and every time he purchases it, he will be having a different ID. So whatever the entities we have, whatever the tables we have created for each table, there will be a prime one or more primary keys here. Mostly we are trying to use only one primary key. So to make it simple. So what I do is this is primary key. Okay. So this is primary key. Similarly, I will be copying this one and I will be pasting this one for every table. Later I will readjust it. I'm pasting it first. Okay, now this is another primary key I have here. So I'm increasing size of it. I'm readjusting it. So to make it look better. Okay, so that's the main reason here. So I'm adjusting this to ensure that it looks better. So all are set now. Now primary keys are created. Next, immediately we have to create a foreign key. See, when you observe these two things, okay, this thing and this thing, what we have to do is to which side from this table there is a many going to other table to which where it is having many in that table from which table the relationship is coming that table primary key should be included as foreign key means this table contains because it has many right many from this table so this table should contain foreign key supplier id this table's primary key as foreign key foreign foreign key. Okay, similarly let us do it for other tables. Now from here it is going here and this side it is having many. If this side we are having many this id will be foreign key here but here this side it is coming. So what I do, I will be copying this foreign key name because I don't want to type it again. Here there is a foreign key and here also there is a foreign key because many is coming that side. And what is the field name here? Here the field name is product ID. Its primary key should be added as foreign key. And here the field name is order ID. Order ID should use the primary key and it is going here. Got it? So product ID is added and here one more arrow is coming towards order. So what I do, I will add one more foreign key here because how many minis are attached to that table, those number of foreign keys will be present in the table. So here one, two, many options are there in this table. So we have two foreign keys. Here one many is there, one to one is there. So this cannot create a foreign key for this one. This can create. So I have one. Here we have one. These the tables that do not have any foreign keys, they are supposed to be created first. Okay. So for example, for this table, to create this table, it is important that supplier ID related table is created. So first I create customer table, then I will be creating supplier table, then I will be creating product table because before you create order table, customer table and product table should be present because it contains foreign keys from that table. Okay, so that is how I create it. Then after creating order table, finally I will be creating payment table. Got it? So this is how we create it. So what I do is for IDs, we are supposed to, for every table, we are supposed to create certain types, data types. So data types can be numbers or strings. Okay. It can be a number or it can be a string. Okay, what is primary key? For first, all primary keys, we give certain type of data so that it won't change for any foreign key. So what I do, we can create maybe varchar. So as we are, I'm going to create it in MySQL. Let me cross check what kind of data types can be acceptable in MySQL. If you check this W3 schools link. So here I cross check like this data types in MySQL. And when I check these data types, I can see these as data types. So I can use varchar for string and integer for size and decimal for prices. Okay, decimal size comma d. Okay, so these variables can be used in tables. So what are the key attributes? First, I will give varchar for everything, varchar int for everything. So how I give it? So let me take this one, maybe integer type, and 10 is the size. So maybe it starts with 1 and 8 zeros and 1, like that. Maybe it's up to us, whatever we decide. So for all key types, what I do, I will give the same data type. I made some mistake, I guess. So make sure you follow step by step. Okay. So I have created certain attributes related to the tables, and I also created data types for those attributes. Now let us check what are the key elements that will be available. Usually, like a customer will have a name, an email ID, a phone number, a address, like that. So I need name. For name, I have a space. Phone number, email. No, I don't have enough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have for name, what I do, this is name, then address. Can also take multiple things, date of birth, many other things. Okay, it all depends on what kind of attributes you create. So make sure you create your own attributes. Okay, so never hesitate to use your own ideas. Name and address is created. Now phone number and email. So all these elements are varchar type. Okay, they are not keys. First thing, they don't belong to any key. Okay, and these all are varchar. Yes, varchar of maybe 50 I give because all are names, right? So if I will make the size of this and this changes, small changes. Now for address, I need how many characters? See, for example, 50 characteristics. For name, I see if you take my name Bommel like this, it takes at least 100, 70 to 80, 70 to 80 characteristics will be in my name. For address, usually it will be 100, I guess. 150 I take. It's up to you. You can take 200 also, not a problem. For phone, usually there will be 10 digits. plus two digits for country code, two or three digits. Maybe for plus numbers, maybe I will take 15 digits. And this is also varchar of 15. Email, again, I will take, somebody will keep large email, so 50. So these are the values. You can also take additional things. Maybe you can take alternative phone number. You can add a date of birth. You can add maybe secondary address, office address related to the customer, like that. It is all up to you how many characteristics you can add for a customer. Okay. So you can add multiple addresses for a customer, like a house address, a second house address, like that. So these are the attributes of my customer, and these are his or her data related data types. Now for product, so let us come to supplier. Supplier and customer looks same, but here supplier name will be company name. Okay. So supplier name, usually it will be a company name. Again, supplier address. There also you can add customer name, customer address, like that. Supplier address. Then what else we need? Phone number and email. Maybe website also you can use. Insert row below. Insert row below. Supplier phone. SCPPLIR supplier email. So again, these all belongs to varchar 2. What I do is I will keep 2 here. That would be better. Usual style of creating, usually we use varchar 2 only. So variable character. So we can use both numbers and words for these varchar type of data. So supplier name, it will be varchar 2 of 50. This will be something I will add first the data, then I will edit it. Okay. So let me check this. Now what we do, 50, this is supplier address, 150 supplier phone, 15 supplier email again, 100. So two things are fixed now. So again for product, usually we will be having product name. So let us remove keys here. So not key variables, right? I remove it. Okay. So now here product name. What is the quantity that is available at the store? What is the price? Okay, you can add a number of things, but I'm adding only few here. So I'm removing key values because they are not keys, and usually product name and other things, it should be varchar 2 of 50. This is int maybe 10 size. That is so it all depends, but we don't usually have those many characteristics. Okay. So price decimal of size 5 and two decimal values. Like this we create. Okay. So now we have now we updated product related details also. See, just cross check. When you go on to Amazon website and when you cross check, it will be having product will be having certain ID, supplier details will be available, product name will be there, certain name, and how many available in the store that will be displayed, and what is the price, will be discounted price or some XYZ price, whatever the price it is shown, that will be displayed clearly. Okay, these are the details that we will be having. Next, we go to order. So, so then we are having product ID and customer ID. Then we should know quantity. This is not, this is quantity order and integer type. Maybe 10 to, maybe you can order maximum of 99 products. Okay, 99. So int of 2 I took. Then total amount. Total amount. Again, this will be decimal 5 comma 2. Okay. So this is how we create it. Now you have details related to order also, a payment. So we have payment ID, order ID, and total amount. Maybe if you have 10,000 rupees, maybe he might have paid advance. Okay. Insert insert one row below, payment amount. We can keep certain due. We call them receivables. Okay. So like that. If he pays part of payment initially and later he pays remaining amount, it contains two different transactions, payment IDs. So total amount and again one more row below, date of payment. I will take date of payment. This will be date type. Okay, this is first step of your activity where you will be creating database like this and it is clearly visible so that I can see proper details about the attributes and you can just copy simply select things, just copy and you can put it on MS Paint. So it's not MS Paint, you can keep it on Word document directly. Like this, you'll get it. You can take a screenshot of this and you can paste it to me. That's up to you. So this is how you create. See, when you send me this one, if you have made any mistakes related to the attributes, I can suggest you. And if you have made any incorrect things related to the relationships, means the kind of arrows we have given, I can suggest you about that. Okay. When you correct them, so it will be easy for me to move on to the next step. Okay. When I say after first step, by this first step is done. After completing the first step, second step is exporting data. So here select export and select MySQL here and you can see all the details related to the MySQL code is created by default. Okay. So now done. Click done and it has to download. Let me check. So select all. Open one text document. Okay, and paste it there. This is code that enables you to create what? Create a database. So however, here we have to make a change like the product will be created after the creation of supplier. that you have to cross check. Okay. So because this contains product ID, supplier ID as supplier ID as foreign key, and payment will be done after the order is completed. Okay, so if you check first, customer will be registered, and next supplier will be registered. Next, supplier certain product, right? So product will be listed, and customer will make an order for a product. So order will be created, and then for that order payment will be completed. So save this file as remove this, select all files and name it as your, maybe this is online retail.sql. So save it like this. Here I saved it on desktop. Okay. So now I have here online desktop. Copy that. Now select, go to this piece, go to D drive. I create new folder, my DB, paste it there. Okay, so now you have an open with, I don't have enough. So double duplicate. This data set will be, so this data is created. Next step, we will be installing exam player, and in the exam player we will be having a MySQL database. We use MySQL database and insert values into it. Okay, so do this. So you create make sure you create a proper database ERD diagram, because it is the key one here using which we will be generating SQL part. Thank you, team. Let's meet you again. Okay. So please make sure you're finished with the ERD diagram. You share ERD diagram and take approval before you proceed to next step. Thank you.